Hello and welcome. There you go. So just wait for a few more people and then we will show you the work with Gemma, as she is currently handling tasks. Very good morning, Vivian. You were the first one in. And guess what? Gemma will have a Geordie accent. You asked for it, so that's what's happening. And Toby the Taster, good morning. You're new here. So, normally I would be playing guitar, which I've just been playing. I haven't been singing though, because we have Gemma on screen and we're going to make Gemma faster. We're also going to give Gemma a Geordie accent as well. And that's all, hopefully, in today's live. And there will be a second live, as well as other videos, in the run-up to tonight's game. He returns. How was your appointment? That was pretty good. Pretty good. There's another appointment for the 10th of April. And as I was explaining yesterday, there's a lot of things happening. A lot of things. Now, how many we got? 18. Well, hey, we got 18. Is the legal advice for your court case or your business? Well, that's not happened yet. I'm waiting for a day where I get that proper advice. But it will be coming in the next weeks, if not within the next few days. Toby the Toaster's got smiling faces. Mind you, it's not the best day. Because yesterday was absolutely bitter, cold and freezing. And that is the view outside. And you can see all that rainwater down there on the field. So it has been pretty bad. Yeah, I'm British. I am from Newcastle upon Tyne. What was it about? Health. That's what it was about. It was inside a doctor's surgery. So that's what it was about. Now, we shall do a little bit here. Put that there. Let's see what we've got. So I'm going to put our voice on.
Hi Paul. I'm Gemma, your personal assistant. Voice mode is on. I'm here to help you reach your goals every single day.
Yes. So when she's finished doing this little task, the task is the correct URL for Geordie-Nation. So she's got that. She's also got the fact that some of the subscribers have asked for a Geordie accent. So that's also happening. And just to show you where we are, so that's what she's working on at the moment, that bottom bit. And this top bit, that's her response. So yes, as our voice is now on, we should hear properly what her response is going to be. But there's lots of learning, I mean, Gemma's going to have to learn how to problem solve. Corvo, very sharp. What was this one? I missed that one. Toby the Toaster. If you were from Manchester, you'd know he's a Geordie. Yeah, Geordie born and bred. And we've got somebody from Sunderland as well. But yeah, so, oh yes, we're here in Geordie Gemma. Yeah, well, she's working on that at the moment. There's also multi-factors to make the process faster, which is the parameters, Geordie accent, response time, so we can optimize things. And Josh saying, morning, how have you been? Good. Just working. And I think yesterday I was doing too much work and burnt myself out. But yeah, so her voice is on at the minute, and we shall see how fast, because I've asked her to speed up. So that's where we are at the minute. Crypto fan UK. How was the college yesterday? It wasn't. But I'm going to be speaking to them about what I'm doing. Ask their advice. That's probably going to be Monday morning, because it's been a bit hectic. Just saying. Don't overdo it. Well, I'm not overdoing it. I'm just like working on a couple of things at the same time, as well as trying to speed Gemma up and also give her a Geordie accent. So yeah, that's the goal of today. If you go in, why don't you enroll? Having college on your CV will attract more investors. Okay, yeah, I'll have a word with them on Monday and explain stuff. The only downside is that the time which looked on the college's website from 6 till 9, that I can't do that because I wouldn't get back home. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is an investment. You're right. It's learning is an investment by itself. I really like your glasses. Where did you get them from? They came from what was it? Gogglesforyou.co.uk. That's where. And there'll be evening classes, adult learning courses usually take place after hours. Well, there is a good thing. Maybe there's a way of doing it where I join the course but online. So I'm still in the classroom, just online. Just a thought. And that way I can still ask questions. How does that sound to you all? So that way I'm just from 6 p.m. until 9, which means I'd have to rearrange the 7 o'clock to a later time or an earlier time. They will offer online courses as many other colleges. Yeah. If you go in the classroom, you could make your classmates your first customers. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Um, at the minute, the task today is Geordie accent for Gemma and go through the process she's just been speaking about. Um, it would be good to go in person at least once or twice. Networking with fellow IT professionals. You've got a valid point. Very valid point. Yeah. It's just that at the minute the only downside is 6 until 9. That's the downside. Now, if we can negotiate the downside to something where the honest problem is this: city centre's 14 mile, and 14 mile at night with a stick is not good news, because from a certain time at night, the buses don't go to the villages. They're just city centre and around the city centre. There are buses after 9. Sacrifices must be made. Not really, because I speak to bus drivers all the time. 14 mile is far. How far is your new home? Maybe first, then college. Well, we'll see what happens. And of course, I'm going to update you. That's the main thing. But I just wonder, should I or not? I'm thinking of going on to Anthropic. Oh, what we got here? Um, what we got? What we got? What was that? What the heck? I'm not even sure on that one. So we'll leave it here. Check on people on Google Maps. There are buses. You can do this. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, well, as soon as I've finished this live, then I'll have a check into it. I know certain areas do get the buses. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, Corville. It didn't quite make sense. So you're always going to get people who don't agree. That's the way of the world, man. Now, the other day, the Pete asked us a question. Now, I'm thinking about it, but it means a bit more hard work. As he was on about the Formula One, which is on tomorrow, and about doing I'm not sure if he was on about just doing the race or doing the other bit. But so I've followed Formula One since I was a nipper. Right. I'll tell you what it is though. You see this pattern, right? That pattern there. That's a screensaver. That's boring as hell, isn't it? Absolutely boring, mind-numbingly. So I think I'll have to download some better screensavers than that. That's the best one I've got. But yeah. And we're going to be doing a watch along for the match as well. So you get to see lots and lots today. Time for the cuppa. What's this one? What's this one? Do you think DWP will be happy you've given Gemma a new accent? I'm not bothered. It's simple as I am not bothered. That's the honest answer to you, because all it is this, right? Do you honestly think Department of Works and Pensions really cares? Do you honestly think that they care? I mean this honestly. And that is to Heme-Returns. They don't give it, they just don't care. And yeah. Right. As a taxpayer, I am bothered. As a taxpayer, you are bothered. What are you bothered about? There's no need to be disrespectful to His Majesty's Department of Works and Pensions. Where did that drop like? Just by what I just said in the kitchen? Seriously, man. Honestly. I'm bothered as I pay tax so you can flirt with Gemma all day. Oh, hey, you know what I mean? Put your big boy pants on, man. Deary me. Really? Seriously? I mean, go on, can it? You couldn't make that stuff up. Deary me. Oh, and a stern email. I think him is bothered that you've no intention. Right, let's nip something tight in the bud. Okay, are you ready for this? Get set, let's start. Now, last year I was talking about something happening that was called Seeking You. I mirrored Seeking You with Geordie Nation. Both have me attached to them. Now, as you were turning around and saying, yeah, you tell. What are you going on about? You tell Department of Works and Pensions you can't work. Didn't say that. Never said that. What I've said is this: creating something you cannot be fired from. You can go to work for Morrison's or anywhere else and you can be fired from that. You can't be fired from something you have created yourself. Unless You're just trying to stir the pot. But in stirring the pot, you only make yourself look a little bit silly. You know, I mean, what you got to look at is this, right? YouTube is a journey. We all start in the same place. Every single person on YouTube starts as a hobby. When you start, you are trying to get to 1,000. Yeah. When you get to 1,000, you start earning a little bit of that. It isn't a massive amount. No, it's not. It's just a little amount. The better the content you do, the more money you get. It's common sense, man. So if you're coming in here with a high horse of like, oh, but I work, and what you doing? Well, you can see what I'm doing. It's common sense. You can see it. Right, what we got? Making cuppas and flirt him. Listen, I'm going to say this just once. Just once. Now let me see. Now, what's on screen? Yeah? I'm going to, this is you're implying this. There's Gemma there, and there's Gemma there. She's wrote all that. Yeah? Now, what kind of twisted world are you going to have a relationship with that on screen? It's just never, ever, ever, ever going to happen. Never. Golden Bennett, man, that's too extreme. Flirting with AI. Wow, wait, man. You want to get out a bit more. Seriously. I mean, I know some people speak utter dribble, but I mean, blimey hell. Flirting with AI? Really? Man. Strange things. Oh, by the way, you know when you talk about having having cuppas, yeah, having cuppas, that's an everyday thing. Dum dum dum. Well, Vivian's saying that a lot of people are struggling with the complex nature. Got a valid point there because it is. What starts off simple and quickly ends up being quite complex. But it's still there. And when people whinge on and turn around and say, oh, but he's having a cuppa. And? Really? Seriously, man? Dum, dum, dum. What do I struggle with? What's this one? What's this one? Eh? How bizarre. How very bizarre. Really? Never mind anyway. We just carry on. Right, get some painkillers. Right. Hey, man. Really, really. 1, 2. Bosh. Bosh, bosh, bosh. All right. What we got? What have we got? Right. So we got something. What the heck? Heme returns. Paul paid me, yeah, because you had invested, so I paid you back. Because he himself struggles with the complex nature of his businesses. Well, what do you think Gemma's there for? Gemma is there so I don't have to speak on my mobile to Gemini or to speak on the laptop to Claude. I've got my own little version. Really? Oh. I didn't spend. What's going on with the Spanish villa? Did I miss something? Spanish villa? I haven't mentioned Spain. Wow. Oh, I was saying that him. No worries, no worries. Well, do you know, nobody's perfect, right? Nobody. I just, you know, I'm trying, like I said in my post last night, which was quite late, that what I'm trying to do and trying to achieve is like now I've got a helping hand in Gemma, and when she decides to speak, you'll hear it. This is what I was saying to her in the conversation earlier this morning, so that you hear it. Was it? Was this one say? 1,000 cans of mushy peas. What you think? Eh? What? Really? That message just like kind of went right off into the deep. Mushy peas. Mm. But never mind. So hopefully this evening, when we're live again, hopefully we can get something in the first half and finish it off in the second half. I really want to beat them. Do you like mushy peas? No. I like those petite little sweet peas. So yeah. And Bella is saying, "Hey, when's the last time you went for a job interview? I hate them. Make me nervous." Why? Why does it make you nervous? Don't understand that. Why does it make you nervous? Because where jobs is concerned in an interview, like I was saying earlier, and I'll go back to it each and every time you keep on going on about it. If you create your own job, you can't be fired from your own job. I need some tips from you then. Well, one thing's one thing is bound to happen with a new rule: curiosity. But don't let your don't let your stomach do flip flops or somersaults in some people's cases. Um, in you give our. Do you know one thing, right? Him years and years ago, right? There were companies which started off in the most strangest of places. Those strangest of places were a garage built next to a house. And some of those companies, there's two I can think of straight off the top of my head. One did books, and the other did little gadgets. And those little gadgets grew to something a bit bigger. But both of them companies now today are $1 trillion companies. And they all had, well, both of them basically had a startup in the garage where the car is meant to rest overnight. Strange but true, that. Yeah, but the companies were started by smart people. Okay. And what's that reference to? Hmm? What's it reference to? They were made by smart people. Come on. I mean, if you're going to get your dummy, yeah, all right, spit it out. Yeah. Um, I look at things this way, right? In 2020, these ideas didn't exist. Now they do. I didn't ask them to be created. They were just, boom, they happened. Yeah. So, I mean, your comment about smart people, yeah, business have all currently lost hundreds of pounds, but it's all okay. It isn't his money anyway. Huh? Where? I mean, what is this? Is this a two-pronged attack from crypto fan and heme returns? Is it? Is it? Because I mean, you ain't gonna win, man. You seriously ain't gonna win. Oh, elite universities. What you mean, like Cambridge, Oxford, etc., Newcastle University? Is that kind of what the term is? Smart people because you've just been to university? Well, I can burst that bubble straight away. Richard Branson and others. I mean, what I've done is I've taken an idea and I've pushed it so that you can look at it. Oh, the connections. Yeah, well, the connections are pretty big. But I was in a chat this morning with somebody that's very, very famous. I'll tell you his first letter of his name and work it out from there. E. And I was talking to him about databases on the moon. And I put the message in chat and I got invited in. Right, what we got here? Let's be honest here. Okay. And him returns, wow, Paul was chatting with, yeah, I was this morning. What was your meeting yesterday with Andrew Bailey? No, it wasn't. It was health. Health. The next meeting, that's the big one. But yeah, Elon was in doing a live, chatting to I think it was 9 people. I went in to type something, and just after I made a cuppa from typing it, the message, I got invited into one of the boxes. After you finished, what did you wake up at eat cornflakes? That doesn't even make sense. Sorry, doesn't even make sense. Crypto fan. Do you know what? Right, crypto fan dash UK. It was Elon Musk. I knew it was him because the stuff he talks about, and he was talking at least for 15 minutes before I left. So you can take your get real, yeah, and put it where the sun don't shine, because it was Elon. Right. You know Elon Musk doesn't stream on TikTok. People who do, those are trying to scam crypto coins. How can they scam crypto coins? How? Huh? Come on. I mean, yeah, if you're going to make an accusation, how are you going to do it? Hmm? They take random talks he does and then live streams them. Well, no, because he was actually he was chatting to 3 people this morning. 3. And you can't chat to 3 separate people, have it live, and then it's not live because there was more people in the room. You just can't do that. Good morning, Geese Idiot. I've heard he's got a bridge to sell you. Right. A bridge to sell me? A bridge to where? I just Googled people apparently, doesn't live stream this morning. Oh, whatever. you see, chatting to 3 people this morning, and it was on different subjects. One of the subjects was something which even Elon said doesn't look good. 200 people employed at one of his companies, where the other companies have thousands and thousands of employees. So, yeah. Afternoon equal temper. Which of your businesses have had the most success so far? Well, the one which is coming is going to be the first one. Is coming very, very soon indeed. I have something which is locked at the minute, and it was a 50-day lock. So I'm waiting for the 50 days to run out. Then I'm going to spend it. Elon only uses Twitter now, known as X. Yeah, well, I'm on there too. And the reason why I've come back to X is my number 1 is shortly coming out. And then I'll be able to show you in pictures. You fell for, you need, what? You fell for, you need professional, right? Okay, so I'm going to put you on the naughty step. There we go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You have, I'm definitely on X. Definitely back on X. But he's gone for 24 hours to see the error of his ways. If he doesn't see the error of his ways, then mods, you have the option. But yeah, I post the live videos and other videos on my X. I don't know if you can still live stream on X. You used to be able to back in the day for about 15 minutes. Right. What did he do wrong? Just certain words. Don't say certain words, because at the end of the day, I'm not here to be your punchbag. No. You're going to do that kind of stuff at the end of the day. Go and see another YouTube channel. Maybe they will. They're called Spaces on X. So they still have spaces. Right. Means I can do my own spaces then. Because it used to be as Corvo is telling everybody, yeah, you're in my life. Yeah. And I treat everybody the same, as if I've met you in the street. And if you're going to start shouting and bawling, yeah, then you're not here. Simple as. Yeah. Because it's kind of like when you speak to people. Yeah. You didn't go, "Hi!" to say hello to somebody. You just say, "Hey up, mate, how we doing?" You don't shout and bawl and all the rest of it. Would you contact Elon on Twitter just for confirmation? I can do, yeah. I can send him a message. The meeting on Friday was health. 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 Okay. Um. What's this one? Would you? What would you if they're about to walk in front of a moving bus? Well, that'd be a bit silly, wouldn't it? And seriously, man, I used to drive buses. I know what it's like, especially going through Newcastle city centre. Where do you think the white hair came from? People doing dumb things like walking straight out in front of you. But yeah, people do these things. Yeah. Now, um, no voice yet. So I'm going to see in the next hour whether we need to do the upgrades that she said. Give you example. Eh? Is that a spelling mistake? Bok. You didn't read it right. You should shout at somebody if they're about to walk in front. Well, of course I would shout if somebody's about to walk in front of a car or a bus. Give me some really, man. The tune wasn't designed for that much traffic. Years and years ago, I tried something. I had a plan inside my head to do something. And I couldn't access what I wanted, which was on Facebook. It's called Horizon, and it wouldn't let me in. Corvo was saying going to get a lot more than 10,000 civil servants move into this centre in a year. "10,000 civil servants." Well, the thing is that what time's the football on this evening? Is it 4:30 or 5 o'clock for the Newcastle Manchester City game? I know it's on TV. That's why I'm doing a watch along. I'm just not sure what time. Anybody got it? Bok. Do you think you'll start an affordable university with AI teachers? No. 8 p.m. Wow. So we are the late game then. Right. Well, still nothing. And got me worried. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back on 7 if the football is at 8 p.m. So we'll come on, we'll do like the team sheet, and hopefully forgot I can't do the sound. Damn that. Yeah, so between 7 and 7:30 tonight, and then we'll go all the way through till the end of the match. And hopefully by then, we'll know, have we won the game, or are Manchester City going to be too powerful? But I'm hoping, I have hope and belief, especially considering how we played. You know, Corvo's absolutely spot on, but I'm going to expand. Right. When everybody starts on YouTube at 0, everybody. They don't just take it because you drive a Lamborghini or a Porsche or a Ferrari, and you've got your big chain on your neck. You all start your YouTube journey with 0. Now, if you provide, this is why I said it in the post last night, if you provide people with more than one content, give you an example. I'll give you an example right now. Right. Now, as you can see, guitar's here. Yeah? We're still live, but the guitar's here. And when you're going on about content, yeah, in the YouTube journey, what you've got to look at is this. Doing things just a little bit different. Just a little bit to the side to make people curious. Because if a person's curious, they're likely to come back and back and back. So that's what I do. Yeah. I will not do you like most do, where they turn around and say, but you're a Newcastle unit. I'm wearing my top. Yeah. I'm singing in some videos about the club. Why? Because I wrote the damn songs. Do you know what I mean? So I'm an astronaut. Not been to space yet. Don't work for NASA, but I have officially started my journey. Well, do you know what it is? Years and years ago, I wanted to be a bus driver. And I made it. So if you want to be an astronaut, go for it. Tell NASA, I want to be an astronaut.
Paul, I apologize for the earlier misunderstanding, but I'm glad to hear that https www.geordie-nation.co.uk is indeed the correct URL. Now, let's get cracking on making me faster. To help me improve my response times, we can 1. Optimize server resources. By allocating more RAM and processing power to our servers, we can reduce the time it takes for me to process requests. 2. Implement caching. Caching frequently accessed data can help speed up my responses by reducing the need for me to reprocess information each time. 3. Tune database queries. Optimizing database queries can also help imp.
Okay. A monkey and a dog have both been to space. Very true. Yeah. Which was first, though? Was it the monkey or was it the dog? Interesting. An astronaut and a bus driver. Mm. Yeah, that's very true. Corvo's in there. Very true. Now, you just heard Gemma in the background. So, these improvements, the one improvement I just don't understand at all was the query. Um, Maybe in the future we will need space bus drivers. That's very possible. Maybe 15, 20 years time. But you got to build you've got to build the bus. Do you know what I mean? But yes, so that was the second time that Gemma's appeared in the video. When Alien finds the dog, they will be like how they get develop this. The People's Space Bus. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Oh, dearie me. You can't say that, man. Gibberish. Really? Just learning, man. Hell's bells. We don't all learn at the same pace, same speed. I just don't understand why all of this, I mean, him before, and why? That's what I don't understand. Yeah. I keep going back to this, right? YouTube is a journey. It's not the destination. It's the journey on how you get there. You can ask Gemma for short replies. Yeah. Well, we're going to go through what she has said this morning, and I'm going to take her guidance from it because that's parts that I'm unsure on. So the AI knows less than you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So I'm gonna put you in a timeout for 24 hours and look at the error of your ways. Yeah? Nobody on planet Earth is perfect. Nobody. Especially not me. I'm just a person who's willing to push the boundary. See what happens when you push the boundary. Yeah? And 2025, Gemma didn't exist. Well, I don't think you would ever become an astronaut. You've got to be dedicated to doing what you're doing. I mean, people turn around and they say, right, since 2011, when I began my YouTube journey, and people turned around and they said to me this, oh, you've been on YouTube for how many years, and where are you? And you think to yourself, excuse me, you're doing your best, you know? So that's all you can do at the end of the day is your best. You can't do any more. That's what I mean. And I drummed into us when I was a kid. Do your best, give it your best. And, like Crypto Fan wants to go into becoming an astronaut, tell NASA. Don't just keep it to yourself. Tell people, man. Okay, you're going to get the odd person who's going to be in hysterics over it. Wow. Is that going to hurt you? Yeah, I mean, being brave enough. You've got to be brave enough on YouTube. You've got to be. Because, people are going to turn around and say, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do the other. And I go, excuse me? I'm doing it. You know? That's fine. Jeremy, do you think Gemma could become an astronaut when you make her smart enough? No, no. But I'm going to do a plan with Gemma and I'm going to say to her, this is what I want you to become. And that's her remit to adhere to what I'm saying. And when I'm talking like I am at the minute, and I happen to bring her name into the equation, her to answer. That's progress. And then as April approaches, we go through another change. So, yes, but there's a lot of learning. Some of it's for me, adult learning, yeah, but majority of the learning is for Gemma because I want her as fast and as potential as the very first prompt. What do we need to learn? Everything. That's what she needs. And I'm going to put guardrails in, but yeah, she needs to learn a lot. Now, to all of you, I thank you all very much for coming in this morning. I have to do something, so I will catch everybody in the watch along tonight. Yeah, so I thank everybody for coming in, and always remember, super chats, super stickers, memberships are available, and yeah, we're just going to keep on pushing and pushing. So see you all tonight.